Hi, good morning. Welcome to my channel. This is Jennifer, and happy Friday, everybody. I am here. First thing I want to do, and I forgot to do this on my first video, is do a kind of a little shout out to a booktuber I've been watching for about a year and a half, and she's really kind of the one that inspired me to do my own channel. Her YouTube name is Mom2Triplets04. And she does a booktube channel for the same reasons I'm doing them, just because I like books and I like to talk about them, and I just wanted to connect more with other people who like them. She has a great channel, so please go subscribe to her and watch her videos. They're pretty fun. So what I'm doing today is a book scavenger hunt. I saw this on the channel Peter Likes Books. He's really fun. You guys should subscribe to him as well. He's high energy. He's really honest, which is really fun, really good to me. And to hear him talk about his passion for books is really great. To hear him talk about his favorite book, Harper Lee's Go Kill a Mockingbird, is pretty amazing. So anyway, he had a book scavenger hunt on his channel about a month ago or so, 3 weeks ago, and I happened to watch it and thought, oh my gosh, that sounds like a lot of fun. So there are 8 prompts, and you can do this at a bookstore or a library or wherever you want to do. I did it at a library. That's where he did his too. I went with my daughter, and she's 18. So we went a little outing yesterday and did the scavenger hunt. So there's 8 clues, and the first one is to find your favorite book. And my favorite book, I was glad they had it, is Angela's Ashes by Frank McCourt. My library isn't the best, so I was kind of worried that they wouldn't have it, but they actually had 2 copies of it, so I was very happy. This book is about, it's a memoir, won a Pulitzer Prize, and this book is amazing. I've read it probably 4 times, and every time I read it, I love it even more. It's about a young boy that grows up, well, he's born in New York, and then to Irish parents, and then his family moves back to Ireland, and they experience extreme poverty. I thought I knew what it was like to be in poverty at one point in my life, but this, unbelievable. So that was your first prompt. The second one was to take the author's name, which is in this case, Frank McCourt, and find another author, a book by another author, with either the first or last name of this author in it. So I went with Frank because I didn't think I could find another author with the name McCourt. Well, I probably could have because his brother has a book out, but anyway, so I went with Frank, and I found this book, which is Folly Beach by Dorothea Benton Frank. Now, I probably should have mentioned that the goal here is not to read all of these books that you wind up getting or going through, but the final book that you pick up should be the one that is your next read. So I just checked them out because I wanted to show everybody how I got to the final book. So never heard of this book, probably not ever gonna read it, but anyway, it had the last name. So the next prompt was to go to page 74 of this book and read the sentence in the 3rd line. So I went to page 74, and I don't have my glasses on, so this is going to be difficult. And the sentence is, down the Palisades Parkway when the Canadian maples turned red, and then your next book is supposed to have at least 2 of the words in that sentence in the title. Well, there wasn't a lot of choices here, and I wound up going through a lot of different combinations of the words in the sentence to come up with my next book. You can use a library catalog, you can use Google or Goodreads. I wound up using the library catalyst. Sorry, I gotta get comfy. My feet are falling asleep. To get to the next book. And I wound up using the and read out of the sentence. After, like I said, going through many combinations of those different words, and came up with this book, The Red Storm. It is by Grant Bywaters. It is a mystery. Yeah, not a book I would probably read, but, anyway, it's, like I said, it's a means to get to the last book in the scavenger hunt. So, on the next prompt is to find a book with the same context as this book. So I went to Goodreads and put in The Red Storm and found a list of books that are like this. And my library, being not the best again, like I said, didn't have probably, I think I went through 25 different books on the list, and finally found one that they had. And that book was Buried on Avenue B by Peter DeJong. Another mystery. It's supposed to be, if you like this book, you will like this book kind of thing. So this was the one I got. Probably not, well, this one I might read, but we'll see. Anyway, so the next thing that you're supposed to do is take this title, Buried on Avenue B, and find a book with one of these words in the title, a diverse book. So, I live in a town that it's way more diverse than it ever used to be, but, yeah, anyway. So I had a really hard time finding a book like this that was diverse and had one of these words in it. I put in the word buried for titles, I put in avenue, and I found this book, which is actually really cute, and I'll probably read this. It is called A Hot Day on Abbott Avenue by Karen English. A children's book. Like I said, you don't have to, you can go in any section for these books. It looks like a really cute book, actually. So I will probably read this, just for fun, So anyway, cute. So then the next prompt is you're supposed to take the main character, the name of the main character, and find the main character's name in the title of the next book that you get. So this is where Peter wound up going to the children's section, because the main character in his book that he had gotten for this prompt was Tom, and he could not find anything with Tom and wound up getting Thomas the Train or Thomas the Tank Engine. The main characters in this book are Kishi and Renee. Well, my library did not have any books with the names Kishi or Renee in the title. So I wound up, after going through, and then the next name in this book was Miss Johnson. No books with Miss Johnson in the name. So I wound up going with the dog, who's really cute. There he is. His name is Buster. And so I found a book with the name Buster in the title. And this book is called Buster Keaton Cut to the Chase by Marion Mead. So this is a nonfiction book. I have no idea what it's about. And anyway, this is for prompt 7. So, and this will get you to the book that you are going to read. So the last prompt is to open the book randomly to a page and find a word, and that word has to be in the title of your next book. And you're supposed to go to your favorite section to find the last book. Well, my daughter was helping me do this scavenger hunt, and it was pretty funny because she kept opening the book and find a word like battlefield. Well, we went to the science fiction fantasy section of my library, which is literally one aisle long and not a very long aisle. Yeah, doesn't have a lot of books. So She kept open, and it was funny because I was on one side of the aisle, she was on the other, and I could hear open, close, open, close, open, close. So I kind of had to start laughing, and this being a nonfiction book, every time she'd open it would have some obscure word that she would focus on and not be able to find a book with that word in the title. So anyway, after going through many words in our very small science fiction fantasy section of my library, she finally found the word heart, and she picked out the last book. I went to the science fiction fantasy section because I haven't read one for a long time, and this book that I wound up with that I'm going to be reading is called Heart's Blood. It is, the author's name is, oh goodness, I can't, Juliet Mariller, sorry, should have looked that up before I did this video. Anyway, I'm not sure what this is about at all, but I think this might be a book in a series. I'm not sure. I did look in the front couple pages to see if there was other books in this series, but I did not see that it was. So, Seven Waters. Anyway, so this will be one of my next library books to read. So yeah, it was a really fun challenge to do. Sorry about the ums, here I go again. While we were there, my daughter thought she might do this challenge with me, but it got a little kind of complicated, I guess you would say. So she decided not to, but she had grabbed, instead of grabbing her favorite book, because she said she didn't have a favorite book, she just grabbed a book that caught her eye that had a really cool cover on it. And I actually think I'm going to read this one. Look at that cover. Isn't that cute? Oh, kitty cat. This book is called Mort. It is a novel by Robert Rapino. Awesome cover. Very cool. There is a blurb on it on the front. Not sure what it's about, but the blurb says, after a fantastical leap into an apocalypse of sentient animals, Mort never looks back. Read this novel and you will never look at your pet the same way again. Gotta love that. So yeah, I'll probably read this too, because I don't have enough books to read. Obviously not. I mean, look back here. Don't have enough. So anyway, thank you for watching. Try, next time you're at your library or bookstore, probably library, try this scavenger hunt from Peter Likes Books. And go watch Mom to Triplets 04. Go give her a watch and check her out and give her a thumbs up, because I think she's pretty great. So thank you for watching. Bye.